Some people are going to hate me for saying this, but in 2025, if you're still broke, it's a choice. I know it sounds harsh, I know it sounds horrible, but it's the truth. And the truth is most of the time uncomfortable. Because the world has changed, and if you haven't noticed yet, opportunities are literally everywhere. The only thing that's standing between you and your success is your own unwillingness to take action. Nowadays, you can make money from the internet without having to leave your home and reach potential customers from anywhere in the world. You can wake up in the morning in the place of your dream, travel around the world, provide for the people that you love, purchase anything you want without having to sweat over the price tag. You can obtain true freedom. This isn't just a fantasy, a dream. It's the reality that hundreds of thousands of people are living all over the world because they decided to take that initial leap of faith and to get started. And this could be you too. My name is Fred, and I grew up in a lower middle class family. My parents are nurses and we often lacked money, which is why I always had the drive to work extremely hard and to become financially free. And after failing countless times and trying every business model online and listening to all of the bad advice given by the big gurus, I finally cracked the code. And no, I don't have a Rolex or a Ferrari, and I also don't live in Dubai, but I've been able to create my dream life and reach all of my goals so far. So to thank you for being with me on this journey, when we hit 30,000 subs, I'm going to be giving away $2,000. All you need to do is to watch the video until the end, subscribe, and share it with a friend to push it in the algorithm. I didn't have any degrees, any qualifications, or anything fancy. I didn't reinvent the wheel. I didn't code an app, and I'm not a genius. So if I could do it, what makes you think you couldn't do it too? But just take a look at people like Andrew Tate. This guy went from being relatively unknown to being one of the most talked about people on the planet in just a few years. He built an empire on social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Or let's talk about Tai Lopez. He built a multi-million-dollar business just by sharing his message with the world on social media. Do you think that all of these people, and even all the ones I haven't mentioned, had millions in the bank right from birth before they got started? For most of them, no. They simply had a drive to do better than 99% of people, a drive to conquer the world, a drive to show to themselves they could actually do it. Like for me, I don't come from a rich background at all. I grew up in the low middle class. My father is a nurse, my mother a nursing assistant. We always struggled because of lack of money. Every day over dinner, I would hear my parents complaining about the price of bread. Yes, you heard that right, the price of bread. And I live in a first world country. Every day people are struggling, and year after year, because of things like inflation, the price of everything keeps increasing. So if you don't become wealthier, you do not take responsibility for your financial future, honestly, I can't even picture where you're gonna be in 6 months or 12 months down the line, because it's going to be horrible. Life for everyday people is not about to get better, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free video training in which I'm going to share with you everything I did step by step to make upwards of $1,200 per day with 95% profit margins in my consulting business. I will leave the link in the description below, or you can directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. But what I really want you to understand with this video is that you too can become financially free if you stop making excuses. Did some people start off with better circumstances than you? Yes, absolutely. Some people start off in a better place, in a better country, in a better family. But you can't change any of these things. You don't control everything, but you control your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. And your actions will lead you to staying broke for the rest of your life, or becoming a part of the top 1% who actually lives the life and they make a lot of money. And right now I can tell you, most likely there's only one thing holding you back, your mindset, because everything starts with the mind. I could give you the best tactics and the best business how-to right now, but one person would fail and the other would succeed. Why? I used to think, well, this person succeeded because they worked harder or they're just smarter. They just got lucky, that's it. And it's easy to think like that. It requires no effort and it makes you feel good about yourself because you think, I couldn't have done anything, they just got lucky. But then you're always in this bitter, resentful energy and you never make any progress. So it's killing you inside. But let's be honest, you've probably told yourself countless times, you don't have the time, or you don't have the money, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the resources. Instead of asking yourself, how can I find the money? How can I find the time? How can I find the knowledge or the resources I need to actually make this happen? Because the harsh reality is that when you say, oh, I can't succeed because of that, it's always an excuse in your mind, always a story that you tell yourself that will limit you. Winners do not make excuses. In life, you can have results or excuses, but never both at the same time. Sometimes I hear people complaining about having to spend a few hours per day working on their business or investing a few $100 or a few $1,000 in their education. But let me remind you that not too long ago, starting a business was incredibly hard, because if you wanted to build something from the ground up, you needed lots of things, money, network, resources that were out of reach for most people. So you had to be privileged already just to be able to get started, not even to guarantee success. But in 2025, everything has changed. The barriers to entry that people once had are gone, because social media has completely revolutionized how businesses are built and how money is made. You don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get started anymore. And you also don't need a physical office space, inventory, or employees. All you need is a computer, a steady internet connection, and the desire and the willingness to learn what you need to become successful and to apply that knowledge. It's literally that simple. And now you might be thinking, well, yeah, that sounds amazing, but I don't have enough skill to build a business, or I just don't know what to sell. Let me tell you that this is an excuse created by your brain, because any skill can be learned, and figuring out what to sell is not the hardest thing ever. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, and you don't need to create a groundbreaking, completely revolutionary product. You just need to sell something that people are willing to pay for. And right now, the most profitable thing you can sell is your expertise. Yes, that's right. Your knowledge, your experience, your expertise. These are the things your ideal customers would be willing to pay a premium for. And that's also exactly why selling physical products is not the best business model for beginners at all. Because physical products come with so many headaches. You always have to worry about inventory, returns, shipping, and customer service. But with a high-ticket coaching or service business, you don't have to worry about any of that. You're simply selling your knowledge and helping people to fix painful problems. And the best part, you don't need a massive following to get started. You can charge thousands of dollars for your services or coaching because you're helping people to achieve their goals. Whether it's starting a business, getting in shape, improving their mindset, finding the love of their life, repairing a marriage, etc. So the price tag reflects the impact that you have on people's lives. And the beauty of this model is that it's scalable. And once you set up your system, you can work with multiple customers at a time, charging high-ticket prices for your time and your expertise. And right now you might be thinking, but how can I charge that much for something I'm still in the process of learning? I'm not an expert. Here's the thing, people don't care about who's providing the service or even how long you've been doing it, as long as you can provide them with results. That's all that they care about. The client buys results, not your time, not your service itself. They buy what it allows them to do. So you don't need to be the world's top expert to get started right now. All you need is to be just a few steps ahead of your ideal customer. For example, if you know how to get in shape, you can help others to do the same. If you've been able to increase your productivity, you can help other people to do the same. $10,000 per month is actually a lot more achievable than you think. If your goal is to make $10,000 per month with a high-ticket coaching or service offer, it's actually pretty simple. Let's say you're offering a high-ticket coaching package for $2,000. If you just get 5 clients per month, you are already making $10,000. 5 clients, that's literally it. You don't need hundreds of customers like you would if you were selling a cheap product or a massive following or a crazy budget for paid ads. So you don't have to worry about all the problems created by low ticket sales, and you don't have to hunt for leads all day every day. Instead, you focus on attracting the right type of customers who will pay a premium for your expertise. Now imagine if your offer is priced even higher, let's say $3,000. In that case, you would only need 4 customers per month to hit $10,000. So the math is simple, but the impact is massive. So by selling high ticket services or coaching, you're maximizing your income and your impact while minimizing the amount of clients you need to work with. And it's much easier to land a few high-ticket customers than it is to sell low-ticket products to hundreds of people, because people who pay the least, they want everything for free. No hard work, no sacrifice. They are not committed. You're much more committed when you invest a lot of money into something as opposed to when you only spend $12 or $50 on something. Now, a lot of people think that $10,000 is a lot of money, when in reality, no, it's not. And don't get me wrong, I know that for a lot of people, $10,000 is life-changing money. But in the world of business, $10,000 per month is literally just the starting point. It's just the tip of the iceberg, because money at its core is infinite. And if you want to attract more of it, you need to start thinking bigger. Because if you limit yourself to thinking $10,000 per month is the peak, then how will you ever scale your business beyond that? If your mindset is capped at a small number, that's exactly what you're going to manifest. So start thinking bigger. At the end of the day, especially if you live in a first world country, you've got no excuses to be broke. But I'll be honest with you, it's not easy to get rich. In fact, you will never work as hard as when you're broke trying to get rich. But don't you think it's worth it to sacrifice 2 to 5 years of your life, to live the rest of your life like a king, and to be able to take care of the people that you love, to buy your parents a home, for example? Isn't that beautiful and incredible? Nowadays, it's actually possible. I personally think it's worth it, and that's why I make the necessary sacrifices to build my business. Because what you have to realize is that nobody is coming to save you. You are the leader of your life and of your business, and you are 100% responsible for your success or lack thereof. It's all on you. So drop your excuses and get to work. Depending on your starting point, it will be easier, or on the opposite, more difficult to become financially free. But if you never get started, you will never become financially free. So if you're ready to stop making excuses and to take back control over your financial future, I invite you to check out the free video training I made for you, in which I explain how to build a profitable high-ticket consulting business step by step. That way, all you have to do is to copy me, or you can also directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you to start or to grow your business. The links will be in the description below. And with that being said, I'll be waiting for you on the other side.